So 3 exercises for shoulders, 2 exercises for calves. It's 90 degrees, 90% humidity. We haven't even started working out and I'm already sweating. And I'm also in jeans. But there's no dress code when you're in your own garage. You can dress however you want. We're gonna do our upright rows. We've got 4 sets of 12. Now make sure you don't go too heavy with these because we want to stay super strict with our range of motion because it'd be really easy to make this into a delt and trap exercise, and we want to minimize the engagement of our traps. And you do that by not shrugging your shoulders. When you shrug, you're using traps. So when you're doing these, narrow grip, keep the bar close to your body. Don't think about pulling your hands up, think about pulling your elbows up. And once they get a little bit higher than shoulder height, that's where you stop. And don't shrug your shoulders up as you do it. Pull the elbows up, think about elbows. All right, so that was 4 sets. See the window here. So 4 sets of 12, so now we're going to barbell press, 3 sets of 10. So I need to strip this weight off here so I can raise the bench up. How's that? That's a little too low. We're doing presses to the front. You want to be able to come down low. Chin height. If you're stopping up here, then the weight's too heavy.
One shot. One opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment. Would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo, let's go! Yeah! For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the days. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
All right, 3 sets of 10 of these. So 2 more. On staying nice and upright, keeping your chin up a little bit. You don't want to look forward. The nice thing about doing this without a backrest is most people cheat. They'll plant their feet down and they'll press their back into it and they'll stick their chest way up high. When you do that, you're engaging more of your pecs, taking some of that stress off your deltoid. So you want to try to stay nice and vertical. Otherwise, what's the difference between an incline bench press and doing, shoulder press where you're sliding way out on the seat? All right, that was our 3 sets of barbell press. Now we're gonna do a reverse fly, 4 sets of 15. We don't have dumbbells. So we're gonna use chains. Whew. All right, so 4 sets of 15. When you lean forward, keep your back nice and straight. Matter of fact, almost think a little bit of an arch in your back instead of rounding forward. That's it. All right, that's it on shoulders. That's 3 exercises: upright rows, barbell press, reverse flies. Now remember, that may only be 3 exercises, but that's 11 sets. So if you were doing 3 sets per exercise, that's your typical 4 exercise shoulder routine as far as total sets. Now it's time to smash some calves. First, we're gonna do standing calf raises. Obviously don't have a calf machine. I'm gonna throw plate down. Need something to be able to get your heels off the ground, so no different than a machine. We're just having to be careful here, use a little bit of balance.
Hold up.
One more. That's one. Feeling that. So, if you don't have a calf raise machine, here's one way to do it. All right, now we're gonna do seated calf raises. We're still gonna use this plate down here. I'm gonna drag it out. I'm gonna bring the bench back in. I'm gonna place the plate right at the end of the bench. So just far enough away when you sit on the end of the bench, you can get 90 degrees, your thigh parallel with the floor, your calves perpendicular.
Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be thinking we soft, we don't play. We gon' rock until the wheels fall off.
When you're doing seated calf raises, just like your standing calf raise, don't bounce at the bottom, and then just make sure you squeeze all the way up on your toes at the top. Now, seated calf raise, the reason you want to do this is it actually puts the tendon of your gastrocnemius, which sits on top, it puts it in a more relaxed position and allows you to focus on the soleus a little bit more, which is the flatter muscle that lies underneath. All right. That's our workout, head, shoulders, and calves. We hit our upright rows, barbell presses, reverse flies. That was our 4 sets of standing calf raises and 4 sets of seated calf raises. That's a wrap.